Hi guys, in today's video I want to give you my first experience.
If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult if we
Coming to Turkey, I want to share with you my experience. Like, I want to share it with you in a story. So the first time when I visited Turkey, of course I was coming from Qatar to Turkey. I landed in Istanbul, and I had never traveled to Turkey before. So I used to think that Turkey is a country in Europe. Of course, it is part of it, it is in Europe. So I was having this expectation, high expectations, thinking that I'm gonna be talking my little English here and there, and people gonna help me and do stuff for me. So when I arrived in the airport, the very first thing when I arrived was that I did not know exactly where I was going. Like, I did not know exactly the next place or the next, like, I did not know the direction to where I was going. So I had to ask some people there. So each time I met someone, and then I could ask, hey, hello, can you show me where my flight is? My next flight is here. I'm going to Izmir. My next flight is here. Can you show me where to check? Surprisingly, what the people will do, border. And that time I did not even know Turkish. So I was like, okay, maybe they don't speak English, they speak Turkish. So I get used to people talking to me in Turkish. Now there's this particular person, this guy who I met. He came and then he asked me, Sen Africa. So I was like, okay, I could understand what he was saying. And then he talked about some things in Turkish, but I could not understand what he was saying. And then later, because we were going the same direction, later he explained to me on his telephone that he's coming to Izmir because his grandfather is here, but he is half caste. Like, his origin is in Africa, in South Africa. So I could understand what he was saying, but he grew up here in Turkey. Now, my experience, like, people were friendly. We have those people who are just curious to see an African lady, and also they were so social. Like, they could talk, they could speak, even though they did not understand Turkey English. Most of them, the most people I met, we could not communicate well, but they were so friendly to me. And I remember I had braids like these ones, and some girls could come and just want to touch and say, chokze, mashallah. And by that time the only word I could understand was mashallah, because I came from Arabic. It is Arabic word, which actually means beautiful, or it means something good or something wow. So I could understand, okay, that is a good word. And then I came to Izmir's airport after landing in Istanbul. I came to Izmir. By the way, what happened was that I missed my flight coming to Izmir. So I had to call my husband, and then tell him, my now husband, tell him I have missed my flight because I was stupid. I was not stupid. What happened was I came, and then I felt sick in the airport. I could vomit. I was having a bad headache. My stomach was upset. So I thought, because I have an hour left before we go to actually Izmir, I was thinking, I will have some time, go to the toilet and to the washroom, and then come back, and then continue with my flight, my next flight. So I went to the washroom. I started vomiting. I started, when you have that nausea and all those bad, you just travel and you have those nervous, you have everything, every feeling. So I actually took almost 30 minutes in the washroom. So when I came back, by the way, the airport in Istanbul is so large. Even right now, the new one is so big. You can walk. You are not actually going to the next point, like to the next flight where it should be. So I walked. I could try to walk quickly, but I couldn't. Like I was feeling not good. And then I knew my flight number, and I could hear before even reaching the gate where I was going to Izmir, I could hear people, the person announcing flight number blah 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 going to Izmir is going in the next 5 minutes. So they were telling people who are not there to go quickly, and I knew I was among them. So I found out this one person. I think he was a police guard, I don't know, something. He had this uniform. So I ran to him and then asked him, hey, can you help me? I'm lost. And he checked, and then it took like 5 minutes checking, and then he told me, no, go to the other side, to the desk where we have. So he was directing me to where I could get information. Then I did, because I was stupid, I was nervous, and I did. When I was going, I remember that the direction that this guy is giving me is not the direction I should be going. It is the opposite. So that is how I missed my flight from Istanbul to Izmir. Then when I reached to my gate, after reaching to the desk where I had to find information, I was directed by one of the attendants there, and then she told me, no, you are lost, you need to go this side again, and then gate number blah blah blah, it is so big. So I continued, and I had to wait another 3 hours before our flight take off from Istanbul to Izmir. So when I reached Izmir, I found my family here, everybody waiting for me. And then we landed, we came in Izmir. Because it was a new place and it was night, I could only see lights and good buildings, and I did not see too much of things. Like I could not tell whether it was a good city or not a good city. I could not see. So after arriving, I remembered when I was in, now let me take you back. You see, when I was in Istanbul, when I missed the flight, remember I was coming from Qatar to Izmir. My luggage, my bag, I had a luggage bag and also a laptop bag and my small purse. So my luggage, the bag that I had with my clothes and everything, because I was coming Izmir, so the luggage was packed going to Izmir. So it was with the flight that I had missed. When I came to Izmir, Istanbul, with my little brains, I was thinking that my luggage is downstairs, so I had to go to the luggage place to check. When I checked, I stood there for almost 2 hours waiting. Where is my luggage? Where is my luggage? And then something slapped my mind that you had missed your flight. So go to the desk there, ask someone for help to help you track your luggage. Then I got someone, luckily I got someone their attendant there, and then they helped me track my luggage. And also inside, of course, that luggage had my clothes, and it had some things that were very precious for me. So I thought maybe I will not get them. Like my luggage was there, my documents, some of the documents were there, some of the stuff that I could not want them to get lost were there. I was super worried. And then also my work documents were there. And I was like, oh my God, now I don't know what to do next. So when I got this person who was assisting me to track everything, they were so good to me. They were so good to me. They asked me the number, they called, and then they found out there that the luggage is still in Istanbul, you know. I don't know how they did it, but they told me it is back in Istanbul, so I should not get worried. I should just give them the things that were there inside the bag, and also give my address to the area where I was going to live, and they're gonna send to me. So the following day, even without wasting time, early in the morning, I received my bag here at home. And I was so surprised. I was super happy. Of course, my bag had everything. There's nothing that got lost. Yeah, it was. And by the way, I was using Turkish Airlines from Istanbul to Izmir. I used Turkish Airlines from Qatar to Istanbul. I used Qatar Airways. So I was super happy, and that was my experience, the first experience landing here in Turkey. So now when I came, it was only now my husband who was helping me with the work documents, and his family, they did not actually know Turkish. They did not know English, and I did not know anything apart from marhaba, naslisin, only those two words. So when it came to talking, conversation with my sister-in-law, she came and then she asked, "What is your name?" Adene. This is in Turkish. Adene. And I was like, "Ne, what? What?" And she could ask me, "Sen, sen." Now, you know, right now I can understand. So she could say, "Sen, Adene, Adene." And I'm like, "What is it? Adene, what is Adene?" And then I told her, "You know what? You're gonna use translator." And she's like, "What is translator?" Bunne, bunne. I took my telephone and then I showed her in Turkish, and then she could understand. And that's how we started communicating. Sometimes she could tell me something, or my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, they could tell me something. Maybe they could tell me, "Bring me something," or "Come to eat." And I was thinking maybe, they were talking some other things that I could not understand. So I remember this time my mother-in-law brought some food, and then she told me, "I have cooked this food. It is already cooked." It was a Turkish meal, and she told me it is already cooked. This is the first time that I actually ate Turkish food. It is salad. It is some type of salad, not salad, but it is already cooked. To my mind, I looked at it, and then I thought maybe she's saying I should cook this food. So I took the food and put on the pan and started frying. And my husband came and told me, "No, you should not cook this food. It is already cooked. You're gonna spoil it." Oh my God. And that is how I actually started learning Turkish little by little. Sometimes you could use my hands. My hands, those times, were very super active. Ha 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 ha, ne, napio, no, ge, go, napio, nasılsın, iyi, ge, higher, tamam, tamam. So those were my sign languages that I could use here in Turkey. But overall, my experience coming to Turkey was awesome. The people here were friendly, and our neighbors were friendly to me. They were eager to meet me, like they were just waiting. And I remember on the first time when I came, my mother-in-law came with these big flowers, my husband with these big flowers. By the way, this is the biggest flowers that I have ever received in my entire life. I'm not kidding. So they came, my husband came with the flowers, gave me these big flowers with some chocolate inside. I hugged him, and I was not on social media actively the way I am right now. I did not even film anything. I wish I could. You see how I always say that it is good to document your life. Now I could be speaking while I'm telling you exactly, showing you what happened. But I was not on YouTube. I was not active on social media. So That was my little experience. I just wanted to share with you. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. If you have traveled to Turkey, I want to hear from you. What was your experience? Were you welcome? Did you have any problems? Did you miss your flight? And by the way, I don't know what is wrong with me. Every time I fly, I have to miss a flight. I don't know what is wrong with me. I remember when I came here in Turkey, I missed a flight. When I was going back to Kenya, I missed a flight. When I was going to Dubai, I missed a flight. When I was coming from Kenya to Turkey lately, I missed a flight. I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know if it is this thing of missing flight, it is my thing, or I just don't know. I just don't know. I want to hear from you. Have you ever had experience like me? Have you ever missed a flight? And also, if you have traveled to Turkey, which city have you traveled to? Otherwise, if you're liking my content and you want to see more from me, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's grow together. Otherwise, bye bye.
Try to believe